Okay, cool.
Okay.
Did you get yours? Did you get your recording?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, it didn't record on mine, but I'm pretty sure you just need that one. As long as mine records, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this one. Okay. Okay, now I see this. Okay. So, whose behavior is causing the difficulty?
The therapist setting demands, placing demands. Is that what you mean by it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Setting demands. Okay. And then where does the behavior occur?
It normally occurs in the therapy room, but anywhere that a demand is placed. It could be a demand placed in the gym or the lunchroom.
And then what behavior are they engaging in?
She bites her arm and she bites her hand.
And, okay, does she do it just immediately after the demand is placed?
Yes, she does.
And how long does she do that?
She usually does it until either the therapist starts blocking it or stopping her from doing it. If it's just a hand bite, the behavior isn't attended to, but if she starts continuously biting at her hand and her arms, then it is blocked and stopped from doing.
Okay. Have you observed any conditions that evoke the behavior other than placing demands?
Nope, just demands placed.
And then right after that behavior occurs, either it's blocked or if it's just a hand bite, they just ignore it?
They just ignore it and continue with the demand.
Yep. Okay. Does she work with more than one therapist, or
she works
throughout
with
the day?
One therapist half the day and one the other half. One in the AM, one in the PM.
Okay.
They do happen more in the PM. She also attends school 2.5 days a week. Well, 3 days one week, 2 days another week. Whereas she works in the morning and then doesn't really do much in the evening. Her social worker said she kind of just sits on her beanbag in the afternoon.
Okay. So when she's at school, are they seeing the same behavior?
No, because in the PM they aren't placing many demands.
Okay. And then how long, actually this is actually a question that we asked. The behavior lasts until the demand is met. Does she continue doing it and then meet the demand and then she's fine? Or does she?
She continues doing it, and she can ask for a break when she's calm. So that's normally her go-to, is to do it and then ask for a break. But then the demand is replaced, and then the behavior just continues to happen over and over.
Are both therapists using a similar plan when the demand is placed, how they react to her behavior?
Yeah,
or do they? They are, okay.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Are you present when the behavior occurs?
Sometimes.
How many times does that happen during a session? How long is a session? I'm sorry, first of all.
How long is, just a therapy session, or how long is each?
Yeah, so how long is she with one therapist?
She is 3.5 hours in the morning and 3.5 hours in the afternoon.
And how many times would you say that behavior occurs within that 3.5 times frame?
In the AM, I would say it only happened maybe once. In the PM, I would say 5 or 6 times.
And these questions are the rest of them are exactly from the page that we had.
Okay.
So it asks, what kind of record keeping should we use? Oh, I'm sorry, let me go back really quick. What would be a good way to observe and make a record of the behavior?
Well, we use ABC data. We write it on
Okay.
ABC charts. So.
Okay. And then the would therapists be the ones to observe and record this data?
Yes, they
The two
are.
therapists it has?
They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of things are reinforcing for the student?
This student likes music. She likes small edibles. She likes taking walks.
Are small edibles used throughout her session?
Yeah, she likes Smarties and M&Ms.
Oh, okay. How many breaks is she given throughout the? Excuse me. How many breaks is she given throughout a session? So in a 3.5 hour, is she giving like 10-minute breaks within an hour, or?
She usually completes 2 or 3 demands and then is given a small break, just a few minutes. She normally sits on her beanbag there when she is given a break.
Okay. Okay, perfect. And the rest of the bunch is say for our next meeting, let's think of some ways we can try to change the target behavior, and then when we would make that appointment. Okay, perfect. I think that's great.
Okay,
You
good.
got everything.
All right.
It's funny when you're like, okay, what are all the questions I need to ask?
Yeah.
And like write all this stuff out. But okay, very cool. I think you picked a really good one. I had a little bit of a hard time picking mine. I was like, so I kind of like based it off an actual student in one of the classes that
me too.
I observe in. So I was like, it's a little bit easier that way. So I'm like,
Yeah.
well, what does he do?
Yeah,
That's
you
so
sit there and
great.
think about what they do, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was easier when you kind of think about somebody, like pick an actual student and
Yeah.
like put their behavior, then have someone to come up with it.
Yeah.
But okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And it was nice to meet you. And so if we have to do partners again, I'll definitely I'll pick you again.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.